people be dying in paradise, and I live in paradise, so, and I do know that people do be indeed dying. She is ugly. I'm just kidding. Days since you were exiled. Damn, bro. We were exiled 3 million years ago. What is that sound? Is that you? Are you nude? Is that why it's like censored? I will talk to you after. Oh, this is gonna be a great game. I can already tell just by that. And the fact that he's censored sticking the middle finger and nude. Time to get back into the saddle. Get out the idle lands and get back to work. Exile's over. Why is a demon in the idle lands? Name's Shin Yuth Jigath. You could just call me Shinji. I'm just here to hang. I got no horse in this race. What race? Someone's made a move against the syndicate. People are betting on the wrong horses. What do you want, Shinji? I like a good bit of murder. It's a good time. The best time. No idea what's going on. That little run said I need to find my laptop. He must mean Starlight. Every investigator needs an assistant. Let me in. Ooh. Okay, wait. This is just our room? We have statues in our bedroom. This does not look like Exile, guys. I'll be real. The Idlelands look like a accordion. Good time. I tell you what. Okay, the amount of skulls here is kind of unsettling. Maybe it's supposed to make me feel unsettled. I mean, we are Exile. What is this? Dulled percolator. Coffee doesn't taste the same if you're not working. I can confirm that as I take a sip of my coffee. Wait, hold up. You guys hear that? Do you hear that ASMR? I'm going, man.
That's strange. Why?
Why is Starlight unlocked? Because that guy unlocked it with his middle fingers. An investigator's best friend, Starlight. It's been a while since me and the girl did the dance of an investigation. Well, now's the time. Coming call. Yes, am I answering? How do I answer?
Nanny the hell?
Did she just say Nani the hell? Ain't no way! Madness has taken over the island. That happened a long time ago. The council were murdered as the new island was born.
That's weird.
Yeah, no it's weird. Lady Love dies. I have authorized the use of Starlight. Take her and come to the island. Their exile is over. The prison doors are
Don't
open.
test me.
Judge, the barrier's still up.
The door to truth will open.
Starlight can dance her way through it. Step off the abyss and drop to the island. Lydia will be waiting for you. Lydia? From Skyrim? Time to... Oh, she said the line, dude. Time to find the Paradise Killer. Bam. Alright, we just need the other one. Where's the other one? What's the opposite one? Bam. Easy. Hieroglyphics, take me back to university. I was the only one in that arcane text class. Hell yeah. Is that a pyramid? Yo, we can see a pyramid. Oh my. Days. We're gonna fall into that? Yo, I'd be terrified, actually. Oh wait, we're gonna fall there? That's like a... Is that like an airplane runway? There's the main island that we have to explore that we're probably gonna spend like 90% of our time in. 5% of our time is gonna be there. 2% of our time is gonna be there. And it looks like the pyramids are just new islands forming. And so we shall go! What the heck? What a vibe. Is that a car?
Paradise Killer.
Okay. Wait, did we just die? Oh, that was the tower that we were... That was our exile? Was a huge tower like Rapunzel? And we take no fall damage anyway. We could have just fell if we really wanted to. Bro. Things just aren't making sense. What is this? Prized unit of currency used by the syndicate. Alright, who are you? You funky looking Lydia? Lydia, it's been too long.
Glad you're back, LD.
I'm glad to be back. Yo, I love your hair, actually. What a vibe. Your oldest friend, born in Moana Falls, Kenya, in AD 1001 under the sign of a beautiful specter. So she's 1 year younger than me. That's right. We're older, so you gotta listen to us. Syndicate's ferry woman, responsible for transporting the Syndicate to new island sequences. I've been in exile for 3 million days. She obviously thinks I need a refresher. How much is 3 million days? Nathan! Throw it up! How much years is that? And while you throw it up in like a second in post-production, I'm gonna figure it out right now. In like 2 seconds. That is 8,219 years. Basically 8,220 years. So we are 8,000 years old, which would make me a MILF, technically. And therefore, dateable, breedable. Yup. What if she's the killer? She killed so she could get us back. I think it's Lydia Daybreak. Was it you? I like how she changes poses. Look at her face. Oh my god, look at those eyes. You the killer? Can we wrap this up quickly? Straight into the investigating. Nah, I was partway through a drop-off at the Paradise Gates. You can check the logs. How was Exile? 3,000 days just flies past. Or 3 million days flies past. Cheer up, Buttercup. Back on island now. Back in the game. Is that a person? Is that the judge? Why are they standing so... You don't... Whatever. Good to see justice again. Birthplace, forgotten. Birth sign, forgotten. Every society needs a form of justice, and a syndicate member volunteered. They believe so deeply in impartial justice that they scrubbed their ego and fused themselves to the island, becoming judge. They would become the embodiment of justice, acting on the behalf of the island. Starlight is helping you investigate through the sea of truth already. Judge. The artwork in this game is insane, by the way.
Welcome back to the blood-stained paradise they left us.
Thank you.
The investigator is here.
Every time I play this game, I need to just mentally prepare myself, I think. Every time I get into, like, I start to record this game. Because I feel like this is going to be a decently long series. Maybe like a couple of episodes or something. But, oh my gosh, big words, big words! Alright. Let me refocus. We're dealing with gods. If no one has been in the crime scene, how do you know the council are dead? Their work is done, a new island has been born, yet they have not emerged from their chambers. That doesn't mean that they're dead. Starlight has the blood records of the council. Just updated Starlight with the blood sample of Henry as well. Use them to examine the murder weapon and the crime scene. Okay, but it can't be that easy. It's never that easy.
When love dies, all that remains are the facts.
Oh, she said the line. Crime details received. 2352. Henry Division escapes the desolation cell. Grand Marshal Akiko, 14, was guarding at midnight. Council are murdered. 1203. Henry is found outside the council building by Akiko. Akiko informs witness that Henry has been found and the first seal guards are murdered. Akiko confirms to witness that the holy seals are closed. She cannot secure the penthouse. Judge assumes authority over the island and locks the Paradise Gates. Syndicate meeting is held in the courtroom. Judge appoints Camilla as acting leader. So this is like 3 hours after the murder. So we can end this game whenever. What if we ended it right now? I'm just kidding. We'll talk to this person first. We'll talk to that person. And then after that person, we'll circle back to talk to that person. And then, oh my. Dude, there's so many people. Okay. Sup, Shinji? You know, blood crystals? Blood? Did I just say blood crystals? Oh my god, this game. Oh, it just started. I'm already feeling the effects. The liberty of acquiring some while everyone was leaving. Uh-huh, you mean stole? Sounds like you stole a lot of people's money. Not people, rich people. Screw them. Soulless. Okay. Not everyone's soulless, okay? I'm pretty rich myself. I'm not actually rich, guys. I wish I was. What is that sound? Is that the wind? Oh, maybe it's that giant floating crystal in the distance. Oh, my bad. Sorry, madam. There's something in the back. Can I go in the back? Oh, we can climb? Oh. Okay, what are you?
The investigator, I presume.
Yes. Where did you come from?
Strange.
Where does anyone come from?
The hell?
Who are you?
One last key.
Ooh, okay. Hey. How you doing, handsome? What kind of kiss is it?
Those are facts.
Is a kiss of love tender and sweet, or a kiss of death dripping with poison and hate? When you look around the island, what do you see? Unknowable secrets. Always on the edge of my vision, rarely allowing me to focus on them.
This island is a thousand little tragedies waiting to be discovered.
I know where one is. When things die, where do they go? Find your resting place, Syndicate Graveyard? This little game better lead to something. So too, investigator. Wait, she's dead? And she wants me to find her graveyard? Is there anything else back here? Nope, there is nothing else. I wasn't supposed to go back there. What the heck is that a dragon? There are dragons in this world? This game just gets better and better. Is this a save game? Spend one to unlock travel to and from this point. Lock now for a free Starlight skin. How about no? Okay, this door's... Oh, okay. Well, there's a murder that happened here. Wait, is this where it happened? What is this? Faulty worship stamp obtained. When a citizen completes their allotted worship quota in the day, their report card is stamped. It's also stamped for over-worship. Okay, so this is like a blood ritual place thing. Okay, there's a blood crystal there. But how do we get there? Yo, what's up? An awful lot of random scattered around the island, isn't there? Vignettes of lives once lived. That's a poetic way of saying trash. You're just scooping it all up, aren't you?
Investigator is here.
Sorry, I'm keeping you from your hobby of collecting garbage. Don't let me interrupt. Or what does this do? Ooh, what about this one? This. And then this one moves them all. Are they all connected? Did I do it? Easy! There, I can walk across now. Easy, dude! Potential leads. One Last Kiss is playing games. I need to find her. Well, we're at the Syndicate Graveyard, so may as well. Nightmare Computer? Missing pyramids and worship. I came here too early, it seems. So we can go up here. I unlocked it. Hey, shortcut! Nice. Is this a save game? Nice. Man, what a beautiful game. Yo! Oh, I thought I could make that. Wait, do you hear that? Is she running in heels? Yo, mad respect, bro. Hey, buddy! You look fresh, right? Yeah, Sam Daybreak. I heard you were back. Bar Master, born in the shadow of the dragon in Turkey, to killing like breathing. Killed to survive on the streets and then killed as a soldier before just killing for fun. Became a hitman extraordinaire under the banner of Shadow Zero. Hey Sam, it's been a while. Nice jacket. You noticed? It was a gift from Lydia. She always had good taste, doesn't she? Lydia has missed drinking with you. Case files, hang out, goodbye. Yo, let's hang out! We can hang out with them? Want a drink, LD? Yeah, let's hang out. Hell yeah! Hit me, make it a large one. How about starting with a highball? Sounds good. Please enjoy. That's a good highball, Sam. You're too kind, LD. I'm still practicing. This is Dead Nebula's Beyond Horizon, a nice whiskey blend. It has a crisp flavor and a sweet, smoky aroma. It goes perfectly with soda water and a garnish of mint to make the nice highball. What's your alibi? How do we know you're not the killer? Am I under suspicion, LD? Sam, I'm an investigator. Of course, LD, we all must cooperate, mustn't we? Lydia had taken me to Paradise Gates. I finished packing up the bar. I spent a few minutes taking the place in. I couldn't have been expected to be back here, could I? What time did you leave the bar? I let Yuri know I was good to go. Lydia came to get me, and we went to the gates. She picked me up about 10 to midnight. We arrived at the gates at about 5 to midnight. Any proof? The nightmare computers at the gates will have the logs. The married ex-assassin. Just in case we have to come back, unlock citizen housing. Alright, so we already talked to Sam. Oh, we got a call. Hello? Hello, Crimson. You remember my voice, but you don't come and visit? Contradict! You haven't come to see me. Don't get high and mighty just because someone's let you off the leash after all this time. I'm running my operation out of the sewers. Look for a mysterious door. What are you doing in the sewers? You've been gone for 10 islands. Things change. Trading secrets for money. I've got things to tell you. For a price. Got something for Starlight as well. Nice upgrade that will shine a light on some truths. You're going to need some firmware upgrades to break into all of the nightmare computers. I've got one to sell you. And I'll take a trip to the sewers. Hey, it's Shinji again. What's up, my boy? Oh. Don't you think it's a bit of a flaw? What is? Allowing a process citizen to stay on the island? You people are all getting rid of demons. It's one of your main things. You never shut up about it. It's a little convenient that a perfect weapon would be left on the island and not eliminated. A good scapegoat as well. You think that's what happened? I really don't care, Love Dies. I'm just shooting this See you around. Can I get in here? Nope. Dude, I can't get in anywhere. Not yet, at least. But soon. Soon I will. Delicious Dead Nebula branded dog treats. That's important. I guarantee you that's important. Sorry, I'm saving like every 10 seconds just because I want to be safe. What if this game crashes? What if I die? Oh, you can swim in this game. Wait, is there stuff under the water? Will it kill me? What if I just take a swim? It does kill me. Yo! This is where I wanted to go! Yo, perfect! Hey! Just needed to die. Yeah. Am I on it? I guess I might be, right? We're all guilty and proven is innocent. What did I just say? It's innocent. Am I on it? I guess I might be, right? We're all guilty and proven innocent. I want your alibi. Where were you at the time of the murder? Sammy had packed up his bar, so I picked him up. Took him over there, but before we could get through, they're locked in response to the murder. That's true. We can cross-examine, that's true. Logs at the gates confirm this. Should do. We started the warm-up procedure, but then it shut down. What's the deal with the warm-up procedure? You can't just walk through the Paradise Gates. They're connected to another reality. It takes a lot of power to move between different realities. It's a complicated procedure. The gates need some time to draw enough power to do calculations to get you to the next island. How's that different to just driving around the island? We're not hopping between realities on the island, so we can just cruise. Just a bit of single reality driving, huh? You got it. Holler at me anytime you want to go for a cruise, LD. I need your help, Lydia. I've been gone so long, things are going weird on this island. You're telling me. Okay, because it's you, I've started to worry about a couple of people. Yuri's up to no good. What makes you say that? We'll talk about that later. Carmelina's the other one. Ooh, sensitive LD. For who? It's about someone on the island, but it might be something you don't want to hear about. An investigator. The truth doesn't care about feelings. You know I told you that Yuri suddenly got ripped overnight? He became a new person? What if it was a god that did that? You mean a blessing? Deception. That's dangerous talk. Goddess, enchanted blue, bestows physical gifts in return for devotion. Deception by a god is a crime. I don't want to just accuse him. He's been going on and on about retrieving her body. She's dormant in the Sahara caverns in the real world. Yuri wants the council to authorize an OP to go and get her. That's suicide. Enchanted Blue is guarded by elite custodians. I know. There's no way Montserrat would let it happen. I think that's why he's been pushing to get on the council. If he's been deceived, would he really kill a council? He's not going to be on the new council. Let's talk to the sewer rat first. This is him. All right. Or her. It's a her. My bad. Hello. Hello, hello. Hello, Crimson Acid. Let's see you again, lady. It's been too long. Born in the hospital of our matriarch goat, England, we're in a dark time. Someone has played a hell of a hand against the Syndicate. Yo, dude! She's doing that pose on purpose. I tell you what. Look at those goat horns, man. Damn! I'm just kidding. Look at those Molly Wompers. Those Hakabajaloos. Those watermelons. Those bazoingas. Forgive me for being blunt, Crimson, but the head? Things change. While you were gone, I got blessed by the gods. New look suits you. It adds a certain je ne sais quoi to the ensemble. Crimson, I've got any upgrades for Starlight? Come to the right place. Guess you're breaking into those nightmare computers looking for evidence, right? Got an upgrade which will give Starlight the ability to read more of the symbols. Go into more systems and more evidence. Can do it for 10 blood crystals? We'd be out of blood crystals though, but I feel like I trust the computers and Starlight more. Visions of Cosmos obtained. Nice, doing business with you, lady. You need to install this manually, lady. Take a look in your inventory. If you need more upgrades, you'll have to look elsewhere. It's the only one I have. Okay, but I will say, your outfit is pretty stankin' fire, besides the huge Molly Whoppers. Citizens sometimes throw coins at fountains. Luck doesn't exist. Okay, that's a lie. Luck does exist. I know, because I'm pretty lucky to have met my girlfriend. Ooh. Alright, sorry. To have met Nathan. Alright, we'll go this way. We'll talk to these guys. The next person we're going to talk to, I think, is Yuri. On ice. Boom, boom, da, boom. Alright, buddy.
Strange.
This this the end of the Syndicate? Thinking out loud, Love Dies? How the hell should I know? They're your people. Now piss off and investigate. Yuri, my man. Yo, nice six-pack, bro. Did you get taller? Don't believe we ever met before. Secretary to the architect and fairy woman's handler. Born in the marble chambers on island sequence 15 under the sign of Dire Rose. Yuri is new to the Syndicate and has quickly risen through the rank. I can't believe in our darkest hour the judge calls on you. Be a good freak, get Henry prosecuted, and then you could disappear back up the Exile. You're convinced it was Henry? Obviously, I can only aspire to your level, but I think it's pretty clear. You want business? Let's get the business. What's your alibi? I was directing the fairy woman all night. Give me your phone, Yuri. What? I need to verify your location last night. You would be making calls with it if we were directing Lydia. I have no obligation to give you my phone. I have important work to do with it. If Henry didn't kill the council, who else has motive? Fine, I'll play along. You should investigate Crimson. He gave that name up pretty easily. I've had my suspicions for a while. Why? Something sits wrong with her. Why did she get blessed? What would stop her wanting more power now that she's blessed? She's too smug. That seems tenuous. The investigation freak, investigate. Okay, can you stop calling me freak, you freak? Has she got a motive for killing the council? She has her own secrets. I'm sure she isn't happy about people knowing. She wants to play soldiers again. She won't accept her new role and wants to run around with a sword and gun fighting demons. I think Lydia and Sam have pretty solid alibis. Yuri's phone may prove or break his alibi. It needs to be checked at the comms tower. Council building. Oh wait, is that the building? We should probably run up, huh? Yeah, probably, instead of run down. Oh, blood crystal though. It clearly isn't Lydia or Sam. So if I had to guess, it's probably Enchanted Blue. Yo! Wait, we found one guy without even, like, trying. But before that, there's a blood crystal in here, sir. Are you aware of this? Are you aware you have blood crystals on this vessel? Back door to Doom Jazz's clinic. This should be covered by the Syndicate HQ logs, but the door log looks broken. That means it won't log who enters and exits. I wonder if Doom Jazz uses this. Ooh. As gorgeous as you were 3 million days ago. The Syndicate's head doctor. Born in the Cannon Fortress, Scotland in AD 988 under the sign of Cosmic Deceit. Growing up during a military campaign, Doom Jazz longed to become a doctor to tend to the wounded. You're in high spirits considering our leader and council have been murdered. We all deal with grief in different ways. Do not be mistaken. I am well aware that this is a catastrophe. Just not one for outwardly displaying misery. What's your take on the Syndicate on this island? Keep myself to myself. I'm not interested in the schemes. It's exhausting. Drama and politics or drugs. It's best to not get hooked. That's a medical opinion. Relentless. Investigate. Well, you can flirt in this game? Ain't no way! Ain't no way! Yo, we're flirting though. Do you want to be a suspect in an out of hours investigation? Come around to open my case file anytime. Maybe you've got some time right now? Each second I spend here allows the truth to slink further into the shadows. Paradise can't wait, huh? I am enraptured by you, Love Dies. I understand the key to your heart is information. You desire the unknown. You desire to know about people. Maybe there's something I can help you with. Oh? And what's that? I've treated Witness before for death scream trauma. He started complaining about being able to hear screaming on occasion. We had no idea what the cause was, but it kept happening. I eventually narrowed it down to psychic death screams. That's a fancy name for headaches, something like that. When someone dies, they involuntarily emit a death scream and a burst of psychic energy. Normally, you can't hear them, but you'd become attuned to them. Still a mystery. I don't know if we'll ever know. During the citizen slaughter ritual at the end of the island, surely that would have been overwhelming. That's different. The priest conducting the ritual channeled the psychic energy released by the slaughter into energy for the gods. It's dissipated away from the island. Anyone else suffer from them? I had a case on Island 15. A syndicate member killed themselves because they kept hearing them. But no one else on this island? Not in the way Witness does. I think demons can probably feel them. A demon we've encountered has been attuned to psychic energy. Does this include demonically possessed? Probably, but I can't say for sure. So, this guy knows absolutely nothing, and he's just completely infatuated with my big mollywhoppers. Nice. So, I still don't think it's Yuri. Or like anyone else. that we've talked to so far. If it was someone, it'd probably be Lydia, but it could be Goat Lady. Goat Lady does have motive. Have I not talked to that lady? We have to go to that lady and that guy. Oh, we can access this. Okay. Log activity, they're normally set up to see who passes through a door or access the system. If I can use Starlight to help me gain access, then I might be able to get some evidence. Alright, Starlight, let's get to work. Alrighty. This work. This work. This work. Yeah, okay. That one is these two for sure. Okay, let's take a break on that. This one is another goat, so it needs to curve down. So like this. And then we need right one. Which is... Ah, okay. There's only one route to the council building, and it involves going through the Syndicate HQ. If Henry did escape and kill the council, he'd have to come through here. Protect Carmelina left the HQ early through this gate, so did Yuri. Doom Jazz didn't leave his clinic. Henry hasn't been logged coming through this gate. This is the only way he'd be able to get to the council building by himself. Is there another route he could have taken from his cell? Strat. Maybe the silent... What? Island Sequence 13, Exile Trial. The crime you committed is severe. Your actions could have ended the Syndicate. You let yourself be deceived by damned Harmony. The god used you to enact a plot against us, threatening our holy mission and endangering the rest of the holy cosmic pantheon. I cannot believe you, of all people, let this happen. It breaks my heart. You served us so well for so long. You have anything to say? You were the head of the Paradise Psycho Unit. You were supposed to protect us against these dangers. You failed us. Your sentence is exile. You'll be sent to the Idle Lands for the rest of your eternal life. Paradise Psycho Unit will be disbanded. Goodbye, Lady Love dies. We will never meet again. Hey, it's Shinji. What's up with the birds on this island? Waiting to die, our reality is broken. And that makes the birds fly backwards? That's messed up. Can't say I'm a fan. Fan of what? The whole pocket of reality you've got going on. Thanks for your input. Always a pleasure. What is this? Initializing vision engine. What? Chronicle of the Silent Goat, a tome detailing the first god to speak to us. Silent Goat, known as the Holy Catalyst and the First. During the Great Betrayal, he was captured outside Mahoda Ending in India and tortured in the Crystal Caves. He gifted the Syndicate his dying power, allowing us to start the island sequences. Library Vault records. This terminal shows the records of who accessed the Library Vault. The vault includes rare forbidden books, mostly from before the Great Betrayal and our prehistory. Library records show that Yuri accessed the restricted vault multiple times over the years. None of the dates Yuri accessed the restricted vault stand out, except for a cluster of visits a decade ago. Henry caused the demonic invasion a decade ago by performing an illegal ritual. Did he get that ritual from one of these tomes? Henry was framed by Yuri. We're gonna meet Carmelina, baby. Ooh. She looks fun. I actually really like her. Is that a dog? Yo! This thing is so cute. Look at him. He's so happy. Kind of angry, but looks so happy. Her parents were skilled island architects and taught her how to weave psychic will into structure. Carmelina has since become a genius architect and will soon achieve the perfect island. The worst crime in our history. Leader Montserrat and the entire council has been taken away from us. Losing a Montserrat to an act of savagery is a loss to us all. I hope you can close this incident quickly. The island wants to die. Perfect 25 is coming. The murderer is in custody. Alleged murderer. Do not ignore the evidence to find a truth that isn't there. I'm here to hunt the truths that haunt this island, no matter which truth you may cling to. What's your alibi? Visiting witness. His role is to oversee the end of an island. The last moments are best enjoyed with an old friend. For so long, he has been integral to my art. Every island has failed, and he has borne witness to the end of each one. This may be the last time an island ends. If Island 25 is perfect, there will be no more endings to watch. I wanted to say goodbye to old art. What time did you arrive? About 9 p.m. Logs on his apartment should be able to confirm that. Save you a question as well. I left when Judge summoned us for a crisis meeting, sometime after midnight. As much as the dick is annoying, it's always in like video games, like storytelling, any form of media, the dick usually isn't the bad guy. I have yet to see the dick be the bad guy. Just like a flat out dick. Just huge, elongated dick. You know what I'm sorry, I had to make that joke. Can you think of anyone who would want to strike against the council? Asking such a thing is a dreadful investigator. Prime suspect is behind bars and needs to be executed. All of us are loyal members of the syndicate. I can't. Oh, the dog's angry. Oh, he's such an angry widow dog. Oh, he's so angry. Look at his cute angry face. I'm sorry, what? I think it is time to talk to the last person, the last 2-3 people on this list. Wait, what? Where's the... You're up there? Oh my gosh. These are logs who entered and exited the building last night. Let's see. Witness enters. Carmelina arrives and witness buzzes her in. The God Justice Marshals arrive and secure the building. Witness and Carmelina exit. Witness returns. Are sealed by the Nightmare computer. They can't have been tampered with. Witness and Carmelina have alibis. Alright, let's go upstairs. Let's talk to whoever this is. Witness, I guess. Oh, look at you, fine thing. Okay, I like his fit. Witness to the end. Yo, what a name. Overseer of each dying paradise. Born to the Chaos Palace in northern Iran in AD 981 under sign of destroyed Eden. The child Witness was enslaved under the banner of crying grudge and put to work building the perpetually growing Chaos Palace in North Persia. During the Great Betrayal, Witness refused to budge in his devotion, fleeing to hide within the impossible labyrinth of the Chaos Palace. Ezekiel found Witness and urged him to follow him. They came close. Witness was still a young man, Ezekiel older and wiser. Witness looked up to him as a father figure after being taken from his own father at a young age. Witness holds a great deal of responsibility, overseeing the end of an island. He ensures every failure is perfect. He collects and breeds rare plants in his penthouse. Good to see you again, Witness. Apologies for Starlight. I do remember you. How long has it been since you last did work for our holy masters? Here to do work of the gods. I could see it in you, Lady Love dies. The fire of holiness. I live in fear of rage, the cosmic deities. Maybe you can quell their anger. Far too much has happened in your absence. Truths have become more mutable. Our masters are not being served. The syndicate has lost its way. Your alibi. In my apartment. The architect came to visit me. A rare social call. She was with me at the time of the killings. We left when we were summoned to the crisis meeting. Yep, that checks out. I stepped out onto my balcony to take a phone call from Grand Marshal Kiko. Shortly before death visited the island. Kiko was reporting the escape of Henry. What do you know about Henry's demonic possession 10 years ago? Henry is a curse on us all. His possession 10 years ago condemned the island. There's nothing else to know. The dead zone is our reminder of his crime. I trust this guy. This guy's good. Time to leave. There's only one more person to talk to, and I believe that is a Kiko and Henry himself. I'm looking for a Kiko. Kiko. Oh, I'm getting a call. Love dies. We have the suspect in custody. You're not necessary. So why are you calling? I'm under the orders to cooperate with you. Nenorosito. I don't know what that means. We have the suspect found, murder weapon. He has motive and history. He was found with the council's blood in his stomach. We're not making a superior collider here. Henry broke free, tore through the prison bridge, breached the holy seals, and murdered the council. Case closed, investigator. I'm guarding the suspect at the desolation cell on the rock if you need to speak with me again. I'll be seeing you soon, very soon. Bars to the prison have been destroyed. I presume as Henry got out, the desolation cell is connected to the mainland of the bridge. Some residue. I'll run it through Starlight. Residue samples 68.7% thermite, 29% barium nitrate, 2% sulfur, 0.3% The red lights make it ominous. But I guess it's for ships to see, so it makes sense. Is there ships in this game? I mean, we literally have a car, an interdimensional car that travels both through space and time. All right. That's what she said. Nenorochito. Okay. Pardon? Calling you something unspeakable in my native language.
Glad to be back.
Good to see you again, Nikiko. Grand Marshal Kiko 14, born in Mihai de Romania in AD 991, under the sign New Night. Henry Division has been incarcerated for a decade. Before his incarceration, he was arrested multiple times for arson, robbery, assault, and attempted celestial rituals. Okay. Henry was possessed by a demon and killed his mother in their apartment. We arrested him, but he had already tainted the island. We sealed off the area around his apartment, a concrete sarcophagus over the dead zone. Henry resisted arrest and murdered our chief exorcist, Grace Bloodlines. He's been kept here in the desolation cell, full of inhibitors, ever since. You know the time precisely. Tell you how many rounds are in any gun I pick up. Tell you the weight of any sword you hand me. Soldiers make it sure they know things.
Sure.
How did Henry get a murder weapon? He took my combat knife. Even though you excel at hand-to-hand combat? Did he attack you? No, he took it and ran. Where did you find him? Outside the council building at 003. Okay, I think it's her. I think she and Henry worked together. She let Henry free. Henry took the knife, killed the guys because she didn't know how to get past the seals, right? So it can't be her, but she was the mastermind. She can't get past the seals. Henry kills, or slips past seals because he's possessed by a demon. Kills them, eats them. That's why their blood is in his stomach. He comes back, and when he comes back, she knocks him the fuck out because she excels at hand-to-hand and like knife combat and plants the knife and says, "Hey, he's the killer." The patient's body is strong but fatigued. Shows clear signs of possession, scarring, burns, and arcane sigils. Blood work shows no signs of abnormalities or intoxication. Patient had visible blood around mouth. During the patient's possession 10 years ago, arcane sigils were seared into his flesh. These symbols were found drawn in blood at the crime scene. Consider no exorcism was performed 10 years ago. Henry has been tortured by the demon contained within him. Do you really believe Henry did this? Every bit of security breached by a citizen isn't a normal citizen. He's possessed by a demon. Of course I believe he did it. He broke free when I was there and we found him outside the council building. You don't have any doubts. You stupid? Who the fuck are you? Prime suspect, a citizen born to Rena Division 27 years ago, father unknown, arrested multiple times by the marshals for assault, robbery, arson, and torture, imprisoned in the desolation cell after killing his mother during possession 10 years ago. An investigator. I want to ask you some questions about last night. Some started giving me books on demonology, said I was gifted, astral communicator or some shit. You don't know who it was? Are you deaf? Sounds like I need to look into this. Sounds like I need to look into this. Okay, I like this guy. My body used to be real pretty. Now look at me. I'm a gray husk covered in this demonic symbol. These sigils constantly cooked my flesh. 10 years of the stench of my own flesh being seared. Yeah, I won't lie. That looks kind of sad. I kind of feel bad for my boy. Did you kill the council and the martial guards? I don't remember. I've been told I killed him. Maybe I did. My memory about last night is different. There's nothing there. No fog, no desert, just an expanse. Except I can see New Night.
Investigator is here.
Did someone say New Night to you last night? No, I don't know. Maybe? I think I saw the goddess. You saw a goddess? Was this before or after you found by the marshals? I don't know. Investigator, why don't you go find out instead of making me do your job? Island has a lot of statues of gods. You need to find the statue of New Night. She's the goddess of warriors. Barracks may be a good place to start. What do you know about the disappearance of the From Kid? What's that? Okay. What's your motive for killing the council? Is that a joke, investigator? You syndicate drag us citizens from the real world onto your shithole of an island and treat us like cattle. We worship your gods while you leech out our psychic energy. I hate you. I hate the syndicate. I hate your council. That's my motive. I don't know about anyone else, especially all you syndicate fiddles. Okay. You talked to them. So now what? Suspects. Crime. Henry. So the motive is Akiko's report, Henry's testimony, and Henry's demon. The alibi is the medical report, Akiko's report, Henry's testimony. This breaks Doom Jazz's alibi. Yeah. No evidence to break anyone's alibi. No evidence to break his alibi either. Yet. Doom Jazz's alibi is broken. And technically Crimson has no alibi. We're gonna use the fast travel to Crimson. I think I'll go to the graveyard. That way I can access the computers. How you doing, my man? How's it hanging, bro? Can I access this one? I know I can access one of them. And on the other one is here. There we go. So the middle one, this star. This one is these two. This one is this. And then this. Blood vial. Grace bloodlines obtained. Blood vials are sealed into coffins so they can't be used illicitly after death. Why is one last kiss directing me to Grace bloodlines? Why does one last want me to find this? What the Euphonium? Oh, Jesus Christ, that scared the shit out of me. Do you understand, investigator? Starlight confirms this is Grace Bloodline's blood vial. That's the blood code from the vial, correct? You could only know that code if you were Grace Bloodlines. Our chief exorcist, you were murdered by Henry when he was arrested. Those are facts. But are they the truth? What keeps someone from moving on? An obligation, a purpose, an unending rage? Your murder was set up, or was it the wrong place, the wrong time? Who can say? The truth is all around you, investigator. You should read this. What is it? Official report of the murder of Grace Bloodlines. What about the Holy Seals? We've been waiting for that question. Do you know something about them? Another time, investigator. Wait, I'm not done with you, investigator. Aren't you happy about last night? Hard to be happy about a mass murder. That depends on your perspective. You have benefited directly from this mass murder. No more exile for the great investigator. There is corruption, Island investigator. Council deserve nothing less. Sounds like you have motive. Syndicate is built on dead bodies. Egos and ambition can only be sustained by death. I'm a casualty on the path, left to bleed for someone's benefit. Can you imagine what benefit that would be, investigator? The council deserved to die, sliced to ribbons. Do you know who did it? Yes and no. I have some answers, but not all. Where were you at the time of the murder? I have no alibi, investigator. You're the only person on this island that knows I exist. And did you murder the council? Of course not, investigator. They deserve to die, but they deserve to be murdered by someone else. I may offer some advice. The syndicate are all backstabbers. Look forward to our next conversation, investigator. I do hope more interesting questions. Let's go. Okay. Disappeared. She's a spirit lingering in this world, driven by rage and revenge. Perfect. Look at the report of her murder. Henry became possessed, and the arresting officer was Kiko. Kiko requested the presence of Grace Bloodlines, the syndicate's exorcist. During the exorcism, Kiko left the room and Henry took the opportunity to kill Grace by strangulation. His demonic strength allowed him to break through the restraints and quickly kill her. I think it's a Kiko. Holy French horn! Apparently carves the same symbol scorched into his skin into Grace's body.
Don't test me.
Before his arrest, Henry murdered his own mother. Henry was subdued, arrested, and pronounced guilty without a trial. One last case seems to think it's something so straightforward. I need to speak to Akiko about the lapse in the procedure and Henry to see if he remembers anything, which is likely. Oh, hey, yo, what's up? I can talk to you here? See the doctor? This clinic holds a secret. Thanks for making the game a video game, One Last Kiss. I really appreciate you. You're like a superhero in disguise. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have this game. And honestly, this game is pretty freaking fun. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm actually having such a blast. And all I'm doing is talking to people. Tell me about the sigil scorched to Henry's skin. Demons speak in arcane tongues. During a possession, the demon is screaming in rage. Victim screams in the tongue of the demon. The noises humans are capable of making are too limited. In Henry's case, the white-hot rage of the demon causes sigils to be scorched onto his body. Do these sigils affect anyone else? Those he comes into contact with also have them scorched on into them. Strong embrace. The skin needs pressed against another skin for several seconds. Same sigils were found drawn in blood at the crime scene. Would Henry have done these? The demon has already found a way to express its emotion outwards by scorching Henry's body. The demon already has a canvas. It doesn't need another one. Demon make Henry draw them? The demon does not control Henry. It causes him to act, but he chooses how to act. You know about KHX's disappearance. Another mystery for the great investigator. I don't know what happened to him, but he's still on the island somewhere. He is. I need to check the cliffside. 10 years ago, that's when the plan was set in motion. So Yuri, the architect, Akiko, Witness, Doom Jazz, all of these guys are a part of it. I think the only two people that are good are Sam and Lydia. No cap. Okay. Where can I take you? To Crimson, please. Oh wait, we should probably go here. Investigate Paradise Gates. Daybreak, Sam, Daybreak. Arrive. Blood vials authenticated. Lydia, Daybreak. Sam, Daybreak. Did I get warm-up sequence initiated? Status critical. Paradise Gates sealed. Malog, Lydia, and Sam Daybreak leave. Sam started the warm-up sequence for the gates, but didn't enter them. The gates were shut down and purged their power when Judge ordered the lockdown. Camera on the nightmare computer confirms they were the entire time. Their alibi is solid. Alright. Hello, Crimson. Hello, darling. Case files. Ooh. Lots to ask. Why would Akiko kill the council? 2! Fine. Minimal imperfections. Akiko is a soldier. She's also their leader. They don't have our immortality, and they don't get moved between islands. That makes them expendable too. Precisely, Akiko has endured a millennia of sadness watching her troops die and get left behind. She has motioned the syndicate to try and get her marshals inducted. Been refused every time. She's hurting, and she's angry. What does she get from murdering the council? She wouldn't be promoted to a position where she could change the rules and keep marshals alive between islands. She used the murder to scare the new council. The untouchables become touched by the hand of death, use loyal troops rather than expendable troops. Precisely, Montserrat was always scared of immortal soldiers having dangerous thoughts and leading a coup. I haven't got proof, so I'm not charging you for what I'm about to say. Kiko falls in love with the troops. That's why she hurts so much. She has had a string of relationships throughout the island. Is there someone special on this island? Captain Vaugh. He's the highest ranking marshal under Kiko. So Witness murders the council to put fear of gods into them and refocusing it on our holy mission. Not saying that's what happened, but if you want to pin a motive on Witness, it's what I'd go with. I think Doom Jazz is guilty. 3? Yeah, sure. Before the first island, during the rape betrayal, Montserrat made a mistake that got Doom Jazz's father killed. When the Syndicate fled to the first island, Montserrat made a stupid call to investigate a tomb that was supposed to contain a heavenly weapon. He was wrong. There was nothing there. Doom Jazz's father attempted to hold off the pursuing armies during Montserrat's folly. It was too much. Our pursuers broke through and killed half the Syndicate before we got away. Eyes Kiwami liked to talk when he's had a drink, and Doom Jazz was his closest friend. Eyes Kiwami had some skeletons in his closet. He got found out. Next island was going to be a bad time for him. Took his own life a few years ago. What do you know about the murder of Grace bloodlines? Ah, that makes sense. I've got something good. Are you buying? Do you think it's strange that Carmelina went through the exorcism? Seems like a dangerous situation for the architect. Some Syndicate members use encryption and messages to each other. While Carmelina was heading to Henry's apartment with Grace, she messaged Kiko and told her to step out of the room while Grace was doing the exorcism. Her so-called lapse in procedure was planned. There was, lady. Sounds like a plot to me. My work was never done. Have you got the copy of this message? They realized the mistake and scrubbed their phones afterwards, so don't expect to be able to confirm this with their phones. There's motive from these 3 people. And there's no alibi breakers, though. There's a ton of motive against her, and there's a ton of alibi breakers against him. Talk to Lydia? We'll talk to Lydia. We'll go back to Lydia. Lydia! I've got some info that I would like to run by you. Info that will incriminate you.
Hi.
Sorry to ask this, Lydia, but I need you to tell me about your last job. The regime change in Europe before the Syndicate. Who the hell told you about that? Wait, it was acid, wasn't it? What does this have to do with the council murder? The murder has all the hallmarks of a regime change. Oh, give me a break, LD. Me and Sammy were assassins. We did assassin spiel. It was the last job we had to do to buy our freedom. That was a millennia ago, a different epoch. It has nothing to do with last night. LD, I have something I think we should discuss. Probably nothing, LD. Nothing is probably something. K-Man is missing, right? K-Man? Sorry, KHX. Yeah, he is. It's probably nothing to do with it, but I'd like to hanging out with K-Man, so I want to tell you. The other day, Yuri started freaking out in the HQ. Totally went off at one of the assistants. How does this relate to KHX? He was looking for his ring. It was a nice ring that he commissioned from KHX. Can you describe it? It was an ornate thing. The metal work is over the top, lots of overlapping bands. It isn't K-Man's normal style, but Yuri insisted. It got a big blue sapphire in it. Why was he yelling at the assistant? Yuri was lashing out. He'd lost the ring and was going berserk about it. Do you think this is relevant? I want to help K-Man, you know? I think it is, thanks Lydia. Talk to Sam next. Wait, can we access this finally? Yes! Okay. This, and that. Press it. Bang, bang, and then... back. There we go. Okay, what is this? Tunnel, underground path. Ooh, suspicious. Cosmic deceit carving obtained. Carving that details God Cosmic Deceit, the many-armed iguana, buried under the shifting sands of the bizarre purple desert hidden in Egypt, a nasty and selfish god. He died after his plan to seduce Romeo's silence was foiled by the Syndicate. Diary from a worker in the power station. They're complaining about abnormal time distortions from being near the reality folding drive, lost time, days that go on for months, and unexpected age regression are all common signs. Did these people die? Sup, Shinji? What makes a good killer? You mean someone that's good at killing or someone that doesn't get caught? The first one. Coldness. Passion leads to mistakes. If someone survives being killed, you've messed up about not getting caught. You either need to disappear or make it seem too ridiculous that you could have been involved. You didn't think of someone like that on the island? There wasn't, I wouldn't be here. Good point. Yeah, lady makes a valid point. Where does this take me? Where does this lead? Oh? Reality folding drive. Oh. Interesting. You know, this really is paradise. Look at how beautiful this is, man. What a screenshot. Did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from? Cotton Eye Joe. What is this? It's a long red. Is this my red carpet walk? No, it's not. We'll investigate that facility next. Probably has nothing to do with our current investigation. The Way of Blood Bar. 25th Island sequence. This is the 25th island? Currency doesn't work. It works as much as anything does. Why is there a limit if it's just blood? People don't have limits. They start going crazy. The island gets out of balance. I want to see that. No, you don't. Turns out that's actually just Lydia and whoever the heck. Yeah, I wonder if that's Sam. So we got 3, 4, and 5. They're watching me. They know I can see the lines. I can never see them clearly, but they're there. The watchers. I asked Joseph if he could see the lines. He couldn't either. People in the apartment are looking at me weird. Someone has been gossiping. What's a tablet doing shoved down a drain? It's boots at least. Login sequence authenticates the user as Lydia. Did she dump this here? Detected corruption of Lydia Daybreak tablet. Checking for restore point found, safe backup found, restoring messages, lost message, sender, witness to the end, recipient, Lydia Daybreak. It's a data key that allows access to a specific nightmare computer, one on the beach apparently. The code looks like it's designed for remote access rather than a physical handshake. She's a liar! She isn't my best friend. Woo! Woo! This tower can help me scan phone workers, scan witnesses' phone. I've got the record. Call was made by Akiko to Witness. Witness was in his apartment. But it says Akiko was at the Syndicate HQ. That's weird. She told me she was at the Desolation cell. She lied to me. There's an unknown number in here. It's not in any Syndicate phone records. It was dialed at midnight last night. Call picked up, but ended in under a second. I've got the records. It looks like all the calls made to or by Yuri happened at the celebratory garden. All the calls from last night are from Yuri to Lydia. They are him directing her to different syndicate members for pickup. Please review the data between 2350 and midnight. This matches up with what Lydia told me. There's a gap in time where Yuri's phone could be contacted and no one can account for him. I'm telling you, dude. I'm telling you, Akiko's the most sus out of all of them. I like it when islands end. Change is good. We have any more change? We're on Perfect 25 now. This will be the last island. Are you sure? No. Being sure about anything is a mistake. You never commit to anything. And you let yourself leave too easily. What does that sound? What the heck? Oh. Oh.
Sure.
No idea what this is. It has a data port though. It looks like some kind of audio device. It has a directional speaker that's pointed at Henry's cell. Cracking sky. Battery 52%. Memory. Crystal state drive. 8 trillion terabytes. Jesus! That crazy part to me by that statement, 8 trillion terabytes, we have grown so much. Like, if you recall, like the first computers were megabytes. Now we are in terabyte territory, or not even terabyte territory. We're already talking about petabytes. People have petabytes of storage. Okay, I'm gonna call it right now. In 20 years, petabytes are gonna be the third level of storage space. So you know how megabytes are the third level? So it goes megabytes, then gigabytes, then terabytes. Then there's petabytes, and then the ones after that. That doesn't make sense. Nathan, throw up the infographic. Or you know what? You could just stop the video right here and like throw up an ad or something.
Are you tired of the same old music terrorizing your eardrums? Same boring loops, day in, day out? Do you ever find yourself wishing there was better music that could be straight out of the video game? Well, you're in luck. Welcome to NicLS Music. Here at NicLS Music, there are currently 5 released albums and many more on the way. Your search for content is finally over. Look, it's a YouTube channel. Look, he has Spotify and Apple Music. Look, new content every Thursday and Friday. Make sure to subscribe. Subscribe now. Hurry. Subscribe. Subscribe.
And I wonder how big games are going to be, because games are already 100 gigs when we're talking about petabytes. So I wonder if when we're already at that scale, petabytes are just non-existent. Speaking of, I need to buy a terabyte of storage. Terabyte? A petabyte of storage. It needs to happen. It just does. It just does. Scanning records, match found. Island sequence 15. Discovery of Death Scream Trauma by Dr. Doom Jazz. So far is normal, but a notification has been done to the device. It plays a file type that Starlight doesn't recognize. Closest match to data is a report about psychic death scream trauma, the Doom Jazz filed on Island 15. Why does Paradise always have to be so strange? Okay, so we can talk to a bunch of people. I wanted to talk to Sam. This whole thing was because I wanted to talk to Sam. Oh my gosh, I forgot about that. I was running around and stuff because I wanted to talk to Sam and I got so sidetracked. What's up, Sam? My boy. How you doing, hot stuff? Sam's a good guy. If he turns out to be bad, I'm gonna be heartbroken, actually. Sam and Lydia. Or, well, Lydia's kind of shady now. But Sam better not. Although he would have Lydia's back, wouldn't he? Alright, who to talk to next? Wait, I could do it. Oh. There we go. Ooh, another one. Okay. Wave the blood bar. 25th Island. Why do you think there are so many mysteries? Everything creates a mystery. Human, animal, plant, mineral. Everything creates a mystery. It's a byproduct of existing. Not even living. Just existing. Everything produces a mystery that we want to solve. Humans are unique. We need mysteries to live. Without mysteries, we'd go insane. But a mystery can make you go insane. That's the knife's edge. Should we walk? Ooh, that was deep. Wait, so is that... I wonder who we're talking to. Maybe we're talking to Sam. I asked Tanya what she thinks, if she can feel it too. She laughed. She doesn't feel it. I looked into Tanya's past. She seems normal. Alright, where am I off to? I guess we'll talk to the doctor? I don't know. We want to talk to Yuri. Honestly, I think that it's a team effort, and the only 3 people that I think are completely safe are Yuri and Sam and Yo, is that a dog?
Strange.
Woof!
The investigator.
Your name tag says Beartron. Is that your name, Beartron? Woof! You look expectant. Are you after treats? Woof, woof. Here you go, enjoy. Woof. Good girl. Yo! That's so cute! Ah, sorry, I didn't mean to scream. It's just so adorable. Love Beartron. I hear it. Where is it? It's up there? Let me through. Okay. Is there a climb? There is no climb. I can't climb. Am I stuck? No way. Okay. I can hear it. It's above me. But how? I don't think I can access it without going up, so... Love letter from a young couple R says he'll kill the moon with a railgun to prove his love to L. Heh, nice. Oh, another one. Dang, we're finding a lot of the wave blood bar. Time moves differently on the island. Can't decide if I like it. Or can I? It does things to people. What kind of things? It twists people, distorts their hearts. I think that's happened to me. So do I. Any more blood crystals from the citizens? Just, you know, casually robbing them. Technically, this is a liminal space, isn't it? I mean, yeah, there are people on the island, but it's just kind of like me running around. I'm supposed to be going to Yuri. I keep bungling this so bad. Did I already do this? I don't even remember. I guess so, since it's, oh. Plaque says, the green goat sparks a flame. What's up, Shinji? The rain here is a blessing, loved eyes. The island is too hot. Heat makes people crazy. Why can't you fix that? The significant ruins this island. It's a miracle there isn't a slaughter every day. Reality folding drive. It's reality folding drive. It kicks out a nuke. Nuke's worth power every second. Fix it. Take it up with Masahiro Heavy Industries. I don't deal with customer service. Just make it happen. I'll catch you later. If this is making you dizzy, it's making me dizzy, dude. Okay, what if I use it? Because I can hear something. Yes. I feel like I've gotten a little pep in my step now. Feels like if I was in the air, I could just dash around. What? What? Whoa! Okay! Am I a fool? Don't be a fool. They're lying to you. There you are. Oi, bruv. You got some explaining to do. Any idea how I could track down a phone number? I have my ways. I can run a search for you. There's a service charge, of course. Thanks, lady. What's the number? Let's see. Nothing. That number isn't registered to a phone on island. Jesus Christ! I forgot that they bring you back to, like, right in front of them. I definitely wasn't staring at her tits. I would never. Alright, we can now press Yuri, I think. Since we're here, we might as well talk to Akiko. Why not? Alright. During Henry's exorcism, 10 years ago, he left Grace Bloodlines alone with him. Why are we talking about this? How does this relate to the council murder? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Yes, I made a mistake. Where did you say you were when you phoned witness? You make my life unbearable. Called him as I left the desolation. Well, I've been able to access your phone records. They say you were elsewhere. Why don't you tell me where you really were? I was here. How did you access that data? Running witness's phone through a comms tower. Tried to backtrace the position of an encrypted phone through the... Of course the location is... The encryption bounces the signal around. I'll take your word for it. I'm not one for gossiping. This is a time of crisis, so I'll tell you what we know. My marshals have told me they've seen Lydia and Sam meeting in secret at a farm. Ooh. Alright. So now we shall go ahead and talk to Yuri, hopefully. Jesus. Keep saying that, but it never happens. We're gonna talk to whoever's here first. Sup, Yuri? Okay, before we accuse him, let's hang out. Scanned your phone. You can have it back now. Believe me now, freak? No, I don't. Phone records prove my alibi. There's a 10-minute period where your phone went dark. Your alibi has a hole. Lydia told me she lost contact with you last night during this 10-minute window. Were you in the council building? You didn't want to be contacted? Of course not. The reality fold drive might have disrupted my communication. At the end of an island folding drive does a final burst to power both islands during the transition. The radiation sometimes causes the localized areas of communication and electrical interference. That seems convenient. What do you want me to say? Hoo-wee! Uh-huh. I got a small dick, Goofy. Uh-huh. Wait, why did I come up here? What if I just jump off? I needed to land on that. Go jet skiing? Why is it purple? Ain't no way. Oh wait, we jet ski to the... Ooh. This is a new place. Doors sealed. I need worship. Dang it. I've got some questions to ask. I just realized, I was like, I don't understand how he's a doctor, or I didn't understand like what made him a doctor. Maybe it's the lab coat. I just realized he has the what is it called? Stethoscope? I'm looking it up. Give me a second, dude. Yeah, it is a stethoscope. Okay, I'm not dumb. You're dumb. You're just dumb. You experienced a comms blackout last night from the reality folding drive burst? Can't say I did. That's pretty unusual. You examined Grace's bloodline when Henry killed her, right? Henry's victims, his mother, had the same sigils scorched into her skin as Henry. Grace had those sigils. They weren't scorched. They looked like they had been carved with a blade. The demon inside Henry burns with a cosmic fire, and Henry's victims receive the same branding. So if he killed the council, they'd all carry the sigils. Depends on how he did it. I don't have a lot of evidence to support this, but I expect the sigils to only be scorched on victims he had sustained close contact with. A cut and run probably wouldn't do it, but a strangulation would. I should mention that I would expect the inhibitors to prevent or limit the scorching of those sigils into victims. Have something you want to tell me? Akiko's in trouble. She's been mixing in business and pleasure. The council found out. Planning on stripping her of her authority on the next island. Ooh. Next person I want to talk to is Witness, since he is in the same area. Oh, right. I was supposed to talk to her too. Bro, I'm bungling everything up, apparently. Oh, that's how we get it. And it's a red thing. Oh. Can I use that somewhere? Save the game, baby. Yo, we're using that. I don't care. We're using that. Oh, it's so gorgeous. Okay, what were we doing? Where did I go? I don't think this is where I go, but good enough. Oh, Shinji. What's up? Paradise Killer, the investigation thriller. What are you doing, Shinji? Just rhyming, flowing, spitting fire onto the top. Can you give me some space? I'm working on something here. Council building. You know, I haven't been here. Out of all this time talking to people, I haven't been to the council building. Ooh, another ball of whiskey. The way of the blood bar. I like the crows. Me too. They're comforting. Heard once in the real world, someone made a video game where when you shoot a crow, they sometimes give you a grenade. Why were you talking to a citizen? I'm in charge of the abduction. But you shouldn't be talking to them. Don't patronize me. I run the abductions. You think I don't know that? You have no respect for me. You need to think about how you speak to people. I still have no clue who those guys are. For better or for worse. Higher marks. Must be from Lydia. She's the only one on the island with a car. What's she doing on the roof of the penthouse? Which of last night's crimes does this, really? So Lydia did do the murder! I knew it was Lydia. Just saying. This is a maintenance hatch for the council building. Looks like it's been open. The anti-tamper seal are cut, and the grate has been pried open. You need a thin tool to open this. There are scrape marks going across the whole access hole as well. Was something manholed through here? Which of last night's crimes relate to? The first holy seal protecting the council building is a pair of 2 high-ranking martial guards. They were killed last night by whoever breached the council building. Time to find some evidence. Killed with a blade. There are ragged gashes across the throats of each soldier. The cuts were done with a blade, but not a perfect one. Nicks or damage on the blade probably caused the messy cuts. There are symbols drawn in blood. They are demonic glyphs from a cosmic language I don't recognize. Yeah, let's run the blood. Is this right? These aren't marshals. I don't know who they are, but this blood doesn't match to the ones on record for the marshals assigned on guard duty. How's going on? Have they been body swapped? Is Starlight wrong? They've both had their throats cut. The lacerations are ragged. This was probably done with a damaged blade. A murder weapon was found with. Looks like a combat knife. Clean blade, but covered in blood. All of the blood here is from the council members. There are 2 other blood samples here. It's the same blood in the bodies at the top of the stairs. Kiko claims broke free 2352 and found an 03. Starlight can crunch the numbers. The distance and times don't match up. He couldn't have broken free and made it to the penthouse, breached all 4 holy seals, killed the council, and have gotten back to the penthouse entrance to be found in time for Kiko claims. Time to breach the 2nd holy seal. Space! So this is space, huh? Lovely looking esoteric plateau. What secrets does the 2nd holy seal hold? I don't know, but it's pretty calming music. I've not seen these symbols before. There might be a clue on the island. Bird, snake, cow, scholar. So I have to go inside and figure that out by going in here and looking at the island. Some clues on the island. Exactly the same as last time. To speak with Carmela. Henry Division has been caught. Do we have to go through this every time? Just okay. Are you sure you were with Witness all night? Yes, all night. And you didn't leave him for a moment. Do you have something to wish? What about when Akiko called him? Didn't he leave the room? He did leave the room to take a call on his balcony. People leave the room for other reasons as well. Did Witness look like he was in pain when the council were murdered? You know about his illness? Witness suffers greatly whenever someone dies on these islands, be they citizen or syndicate member. Last night, he doubled over in pain, breathless in agony. He suffers so much when there is a death. How was Witness last night? Anything strange? He wasn't happy I was there. He seemed agitated. Investigator, can we discuss something of a delicate nature? Yeah. Do you have something you want to tell me, Investigator? I don't know if this is relevant, but I would discuss it. At midnight, Witness was fiddling with his phone. Did you see what he was doing? I didn't. Midnight was when the council was murdered. We were in the middle of a conversation. He abruptly took his phone out and started using it. He was tapping it for a few seconds. Did he step out of the room? No. Why do you ask? That means he wasn't making a call, or if he was, it wasn't the answer. Did he say what it was about? No. He acted like nothing happened. The place gets more and more confusing by the day. Alright. We shall pick it up another time. Time to go eat! Au revoir.